بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم إنزاء إلى يوم الدين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي إن الحمد لله نعمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له واشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له واشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. All praises and thanks to Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa ta'ala, the cherisher and the sustainer of the world. May the peace and blessing of Allah be upon the seal of messengership, Muhammad ibn Abdullah, his household, his companions, and all those who follow in their footsteps unto the day of judgment. Whomsoever Allah guides, no one can lead him astray, and whomsoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala leads astray, nobody can find guidance for that person. I testify that none worthy of worship but Allah, and I testify that Muhammad ibn Abdullah is his messenger and the last of them. I hope you are all well. I hope you are all in good form. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has preserved our lives, who has protected us, who has guided us, who has safeguarded us, who has kept all of us alive up to now in good form. We thank him. We praise him. We couldn't be thankful enough. We couldn't be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So today is March 12th, 2021, corresponding to the 28th of Rajab, 1442 AH. We only have 2 days left, maximum, to the end of Rajab. In Dublin, it's already past Maghrib, so technically, even in Nigeria, in West Africa, most of African countries, is already another day. Technically, Islamically speaking, we have entered another day. So it's 29th of Rajab, technically speaking. So we only have 1 day left before the end of this month, and we are entering another very important month in the Hijri calendar, which is the month of Shaban. So this is why we are doing this topic. The reason why we are doing this topic we are having tonight is because Rajab is coming to an end. Rajab is coming to an end, and we are entering another very important month before we enter the whole important month, the most blessed month in Hijri calendar, the month of Ramadan. So we want to look at the virtues of the month of Shaban. This very important month, Shaban. We want to look what are the virtues. Why is this month important? Is there any significant activities? Is there any significant deeds that we can do that we have evidence for in this very important month in the Islamic calendar, month of Shaban? So to start off, there are numerous deeds that talk about the virtuousness, the significance of this month, of this glorious month of Shaban. The virtuousness and the significance of this glorious month of Shaban is well talked about, is well reported, is widely reported, extensively reported by the companions of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And there are deeds. There are about three of them that I'm going to share with us tonight. That I'm going to share with us tonight. Report them. They are reported by the wives of Rasulullah because Aisha radiallahu anha reported that Rasulullah always fast the month of Shaban, always fast in the month of Shaban. The hadith go this way, and Aisha radiallahu anha qalat kana nabiyyu sallallahu alayhi wasallam Yasumu Shaban. In this hadith, our mother Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, reported that Rasulullah used to fast in the month of Shaban. He used to fast in the month of Shaban. In that hadith is very, very, very straightforward one. In another narration, our mother Aisha, another hadith from her, she reported so many hadiths about this month of Shaban. The prophet used to fast a lot. He used to be very close to Allah. And another hadith she narrated was, and Aisha radiallahu anha qalat kana Rasulullahi sallallahu alayhi wasallam yasumu Shaban illa qalilan. Yasumu Shaban illa qalilan. Aisha, our mother, may Allah be pleased with her, she reported that she reported that Rasulullah used to fast in the month of Shaban, except for a little. In other words, Rasulullah used to fast almost all the Shaban, or except for very little, maybe 1 or 2 days. He will abstain from fasting. Another hadith that corroborate this is from another wives. One of the wives is from one of the wives of Rasulullah, rather Salama, and Salama, radiallahu anha, qalat kana Rasulullahi sallallahu alayhi wasallam yasilu Shaban bi Ramadan. Yasilu Shaban bi Ramadan. Our mother, one of our mothers as well, mother of the believers, Salama, the eldest among all the wives of Rasulullah, she reported that Rasulullah used to join Shaban to Ramadan, or with Ramadan. He used to join Shaban with Ramadan or to Ramadan. Kana Rasulullahi sallallahu alayhi wasallam yasilu Shaban bi Ramadan. Yasilu Shaban bi Ramadan. So Rasulullah sallallahu used to join Shaban to Ramadan, according to our mother, one of the wives, mother of the believers, Salama, in this hadith. She narrated. So these hadiths, they are authentically narrated. They are authentic hadiths. So that Rasulullah used to join Shaban and Ramadan. So one of the very righteous deeds that we can do that can bring us closer to Allah in this month is fasting. Rasulullah was asked, why do you like to fast a lot in this month of Shaban? He was asked, why did he like to fast a lot in this month of Shaban? His reply was, I like to fast. His reply was, because Shaban is the month between Rajab and Ramadan. Is the month that is in between two of them, between Rajab and Ramadan. And we know that Rajab is one of the 4 sacred months in Islam. We have 4 sacred months in Islam: Muharram, Rajab, Dhul Qa'dah, and Dhul Hijjah. Those are the 4 sacred months in Islam. And Rajab is one of them. And before Ramadan is Shaban. So Rasulullah said, because Rajab is in the middle. People don't seem to pay attention to that month. Rajab, people always talk about Rajab. People try to do more righteous deed. They try to bring themselves closer to Allah in the month of Rajab. People try to do good deeds in Rajab. But they tend to forget Shaban. That's why it's good that we bring this up. We remind one another that we should know, Shaban is one of the most precious months in Islam as well. Rasulullah, in another nation was reported that he has never fasted more months apart from Ramadan than Shaban. Apart from Ramadan, Rasulullah would never fast any other month more than Shaban, apart from Ramadan. So Rasulullah said that he liked his deed to be taken up, to be raised up to Allah when he's in the state of fasting. That was his reply when he was asked, why do you like to fast in Shaban? Why do you fast a lot in Shaban? What is so significant about Shaban? What is so important about Shaban? He said that I like my deeds to be, to be taken up, to be raised up to Allah when I'm in the state of fasting. So brothers and sisters, these are very important things for us to emulate, to follow, that we should continue to strive hard to bring ourselves closer to Allah. And one of the most important thing we can do, one of the most important things that we can do, one of the good deeds that can bring us closer to Allah is fasting, is the act of fasting. Just quickly, just to digress a bit, I used to know somebody where I grew up. He will fast. This person will fast from Rajab to Ramadan non-stop. Rajab to Ramadan non-stop. I'm not suggesting that, but sometimes some people they try to go even beyond the limit. They strive hard in order to please Allah, in order to bring themselves to Allah. They will do everything within their power. They want to bring themselves to Allah. This brother will fast for 90 days, 90 consecutive days. He will fast for 90 consecutive days in Nigeria, in Lagos. In Mushin, actually, in the city, in the town where I grew up, in Mushin, this brother will fast for 90 consecutive days. So, because he wants to take advantage of Rajab, Shaban, and Ramadan. So, it's extremely important for us, to fast a lot in this coming month of Shaban. Because, given all the deeds narrated already about the significance, about the fastiousness of this glorious month of Shaban, let's take advantage of it. Let's bring ourselves closer to Allah. Let's fast as much as we can. At this junction, it is important for me to mention this, that there is difference of opinion among scholars. There is difference of opinion among scholars with regards to completion of the entire month of Shaban. Some school of thoughts, they are against fasting the entire month of Shaban because of Ramadan. That there's a narration that said that that coming to when it's close to Ramadan, few days before Ramadan, that is better to abstain from fasting in order to prepare for Ramadan, so that we have energy to prepare for the Ramadan. Because Ramadan being the most blessed month, being the month that the Quran was revealed, being the month that in one night you can get the reward of 1,000 night deeds. If you are able to meet Laylatul Qadri, you'll be rewarded for 1,000 nights worship. So people, you don't want to jeopardize, that. You don't want to lose that gigantic reward associated with Ramadan. You don't want to lose that. So some scholars, they say that okay, it's better to not fast the entire month of Shaban, not to fast the entire month of Shaban. They are saying that you can fast half of it, then you leave out half of it. You can fast like 15 days and you don't fast for the rest of the 15 days. Some opinions, according to my school of thoughts. I don't want to go into all, I will just, the opinion that I follow, I will let us know the opinion that I follow in regard to this. But there is another opinion that says that there is nothing wrong because of the authenticity of this I just narrated, that the one narrated by our mother Aisha, that and Aisha radiallahu anha قالت كان نبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كان نبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يصوم شعبان إلا قليلا. The Prophet ﷺ used to fast all of Shaban except for little. He used to fast almost all Shaban except for few days. And the second one narrated by one of the mother of believers as well, Salama. And Salama radiallahu anha, may Allah be pleased with her, قالت كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يصل شعبان برمضان. So in that hadith narrated by our mother Salama, that Rasulullah used to join Shaban to Ramadan because of these two strong hadiths. Because of these two strong at the time, rather. Two hadith, too strong at the time, at the tiny, or at the tiny or at the time, because of these two strong hadiths, the scholar that I follow their opinion, they say that there's nothing wrong if you can continue from Shaban up to Ramadan, if you have the energy to do it. If we all know ourselves, we all know our capability, we all know what we are capable of doing. If you know your capability, you know that doing that will not jeopardize your preparedness, will not jeopardize your preparedness and your effort towards Ramadan. If you know that will not jeopardize this, your fasting in the month of Shaban will not make you to lose all the reward in Ramadan, will not make you to struggle in the month of Ramadan. If you know fully well that you will not struggle when it comes to Ramadan because of you fasting the entirety of Shaban, so you can go ahead. There is nothing wrong with that. I buy the opinion of the scholar that say that. I'm with the old scholars that say that if you know yourself, you know that you can fast because of these two strong aditani by Aisha, by Salama, that Rasulullah used to fast almost all Shaban. Salama said that she used to join Shaban with Ramadan, fast all of it together. So because of this, I would suggest that it's good that if you can fast the entire of Shaban, if you can, you don't have to fast the whole lot. What we are trying to do is that we are trying to get all the reward. We are trying to accumulate all this reward. Nowadays, as human beings, we accumulate wealth. We run scatter to accumulate wealth. But what about the reward that will make this wealth even beneficial for us? What about the acts, the deeds that will make this wealth easy for us to use? That will, the deeds that will make Allah to be merciful towards us. The deeds that will bring us closer to Allah. We should not neglect those deeds. Those are the deeds that we need. So it is very, very important. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we only have 2 days left to this month now before we enter this month of Shaban. So we need to prepare well. If we are not been fasting at all in Rajab, don't let us miss out in Shaban. Don't let us miss out in Shaban, because this will prepare us for Ramadan. When you are when in Shaban, when you are already gets used to fasting, when you are already fasting in Shaban, comes to Ramadan time, you will not struggle, you will not find difficult to find in Ramadan. Your body will be already prepared. Your body will have already been in a prepared state of fasting. Your body will already be, will be in a state of preparedness. Your body will already be in a state of preparedness for fasting. So it is of great advantage. It's of immense benefit if you can start to fast in Shaban, to fast a lot. Because Rasulullah said he liked to fast because, in that month, because this is a month that is in between Rajab, which is one of the most sacred months of all the 4 sacred months. Rajab is one of them, and Ramadan, the most blessed of all months. So Shaban is a month that people we don't seem to pay attention to. So it's very, very important for us to pay attention to this month. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. May Allah make our livelihood easy for us. May Allah provide for us. May Allah make it easy for us to be able to have all the materials needed to do this. After fasting, the food that we eat, may Allah provide it for us. May Allah not let us struggle to find, to make our livelihood easy for us. May Allah make our livelihood smooth and easy for us, and increase us immensely, and increase us in prosperity, and strengthen our iman. Ameen. So, brothers and sisters, this is just a reminder. This is what we do every Friday on this platform, to remind one another of beneficial deeds, or deeds that can benefit us. Bringing evidence from the Quran, bringing evidence from hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, from the saying and the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, because there is, the important message I'm sharing with us is we should remember that Ramadan is approaching, and before Ramadan, this month of Shaban, there are a lot of benefit in it. There are a lot of benefit in this month of Shaban. Don't let us don't let us be too distracted with the hustling and bustling of life. We should not allow it to let us lose focus, to let us take advantage of this very important month of Shaban. Because Rasulullah used to fast a lot in this month, because we want to be in state of fasting when our deeds are being brought to Allah. It's good to be in state of fasting. Similarly, that's why Rasulullah he said that he used to fast on Thursday, because he wants his deed, but deeds are raised up to Allah on Thursdays. So he would like his deeds to be raised to Allah when he is in state of fasting, when he's in the state of fasting. So fasting brings us closer to Allah a lot. It brings us closer to Allah, and we should increase in charity. One of the good deeds we can do in this month as well, as we know, is to increase in charitable acts, to start giving to the less privileged, to start giving to the unfortunate ones, to people that are less well off than us, to the wayfarer, to the needy in general, and to the poor, to the needy and to the poor. We should become charitable. We should become open-handed. We should not become closed-handed. We should give fisabilillah. We should give for the sake of Allah. We should may Allah make it so we can be we should become charitable in this month of Shaban. Let us become more charitable. Fasting, as we know that fasting, charity, giving harms to the poor. These are deeds that will remove harms. They will remove harmful things, harmful substance, harmful elements. They will protect us when you are very charitable. Allah will provide a lot of protection for us. So let's take advantage of this month, this glorious month, to become more charitable as well. Let's put aside grudges as we are entering this month. May Allah make it easy for us. Except for we cannot be perfect. Some people, even if you are you are trying to be good. Some people might not try to be good to you, except for those people that are trying to harm you. If people are trying to harm you, there's nothing you can do. All you can do is to be closer to Allah, to pray to Allah against any plots, any plan by known and unknown enemies. So apart from that, we should be good to everybody. We should put aside grudges. We should settle dispute, and and be open-minded, and be free-minded, and be so this is what we have to do. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for all of us. So this is going to be a quick reminder. Let's take advantage of this glorious month of Shaban. Most likely, definitely we start on Monday. If Shaban, if Rajab is 30, then we are going to start Shaban on Monday. But if Rajab happens to be 29, which is tomorrow, Saturday, 29, then we are going to start Shaban on Sunday. So let's take advantage of it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provide immensely for every one of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Alama Baligina Ramadan. May Allah let us be able to witness Ramadan. We are already in Rajab. Rajab is about to finish now. We are entering Shaban. Alama Baligina Shaban. Alama Baligina Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let us be able to witness Shaban, and let us be able to witness Ramadan. Ameen. Ameen. We thank Allah. So this is going to be heat. It's important that we share this with one another. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for all of us. Ameen. So let's see. We don't have much comment. Let's just see what we have in this one. Let's take this comment. This is from Brother Hafiz Abbas. He says, Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh akhi fillah. كيف حالك أخي وكيف أسرتك كل شيء تمام كيف صحتك وكيف عافيتك الحمد لله رب العالمين. Welcome, مرحبا بكم, هلا وسهلا, مرحبا بك يا حفيظ عباس, مرحبا بك. I hope everything is going well. Good to have you on our program. Jazakumullah khairan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with all of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we are entering Shaban now, my sincere prayer for you and your entire household and all Muslims, all pious Muslims, all believers, is that may Allah make it easy for us to enter Shaban in good health. May Allah make it easy for us to fast most of that month, if not all of that month. May Allah make it easy for us to fast most of that month, if not all of it. There is nothing wrong from the evidence, from the hadith I share with us tonight. There is nothing wrong if you can fast the entire month of Shaban. There is nothing wrong if you can, but if you can't, we should try to fast a lot of most days in this month. May Allah make it easy for us. Ameen. In the absence of any other further comment, we will Bismillah ta'ala, as Ramadan is approaching, inshallah, we tend to have some different programs. Allah make it easy for all of us. We will let you know then, Bismillah ta'ala, tomorrow. We'll make an announcement about one or two a program that we are planning to do before Ramadan comes as well. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for all of us. Allahumma baligina Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us to witness Ramadan. Ameen. We don't seem to have any further comment now. So in the meantime, we would like to thank all our subscribers to our channel on YouTube. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with all of you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with us. But we'd like to use this opportunity, this medium, to ask those who haven't subscribed to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. What that does is that we are growing together as one family. This is what it's all about. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so. We'd like to thank those who have liked our Facebook page, those who are following us on our Facebook page. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala follow all of you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala follow all of you by guiding you to the right path, by making your feet firm on the path of felicity al Islam. Those who haven't liked it, please can you go and like our Facebook page, like it, follow it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala follow every one of us, continue to guide us, never leave us astray. May Allah be pleased with us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower His mercy upon our household, upon our respective households. Ameen. Another comment just came from my lovely brother, brother Akhifillah Alaji Abdulaziz. Allah reward you. Inshallah, forward ever. Be ta'ala backward never. Continue to in the deen to serve Him, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless your business with us again, as always. Alhamdulillah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to let us grow together. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to let us be together for as long as possible. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to make it easy for all of us. May Allah make our faith firm on Islam. This deen easy for us. Barakallahu feek. May Allah bless you. Continue to bless you, my brother. Much appreciated. May Allah let us be together for as long as possible. Bismillah ta'ala. Another comment is say, Ameen, no, ya Allah, Ameen. Ameen. We're happy, we're brothers. Allah says, Inna malimumna ikhwa, fa asli bayna hawaikum, wa taqullaha la'allakum turhamun. Inna malimumna ikhwa. Verily, believers are brothers. Fa asli bayna hawaikum, wa taqullaha la'allakum turhamun. And don't be divided. Firstly, by now, there should not be division among yourselves, between you. So, watakullah, and fear Allah, la'allakum turhamun. So, we are brothers, we are all brothers and sisters in Islam. The bond of Islam is so strong. Allah wants us to be born together for the sake of Allah. And it is very, very important that we are good to one another. That is the most important thing. It should not be a lip service. We should be good to one another, practically good to one another. We should want goodness for one another. We should not backbite, slander, cause harm to one another. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us and distance us from committing such atrocities, from committing such evil acts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, soften our hearts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala purify our hearts, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with us. Ameen. So inshallah, this is it. This is going to be Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This is the reminder. Don't want to take too much of our time. In the absence of no further comment, this is where we're going to draw the curtain on tonight's program. Our next live program comes up tomorrow. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. Our next live program comes up tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. GMT, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, West African time. So inshallah, we'll see you tomorrow, Bidnillah ta'ala, with our prophetic dua. So we are going to share another good supplication with us. We have completed our series, our 40 Ramadan series. So we're going to try to look for good duas that we can share with one another, good supplications. We know we are entering the month of Shaban. We need to know all good supplications we can start to make. We can pray to Allah. We need to know all these good duas, good supplications, life-changing, situation-changing duas that we can be making. May Allah make it easy for us. So inshallah, until I see you tomorrow by the special grace of Almighty Allah at 8 p.m. GMT, Bismillah Ta'ala, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, West African time. I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Peace.